boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new DLC for Revelations video. And in yesterday's new trailer for DLC for Revelations, which sort of recapped all of the previous storyline leading up to Revelations, they gave us some brand new footage for Revelations, which does indeed tease the Easter egg ending boss fight on Revelations to indeed be the Shadow Man. So I'm going to put this footage up on screen right now. We get to see a really high quality image of the Shadow Man here, and he seems to be striking electricity, and there's obviously the beacon in the background which obviously emits electricity and orbs as well. And then we see that Richtofen is indeed in great pain. He seems to be getting electrocuted by the Shadow Man. Now what I would assume is that this clip is not of the final boss battle, but what I think is going on here is I think we're going to fight the Shadow Man multiple times, and I think maybe we're going to fight him and weaken him a bit, and then he'll go into hiding somewhere and we'll have to find and relocate him again. Personally, I think within the Revelations Easter egg, because it is indeed the last map, I think there's going to be multiple boss fights. Personally, I think they may indeed bring back some of the old boss fights as well. So we obviously know that the whole of the Undercroft section is returning from Der Eisendrache, and obviously the Ragnarok DG4s are returning as well. So what I think is going on here is I think we're in the Easter egg, we're going to fight the Corrupted Keeper once again, and obviously this is just going to be a mini boss battle in terms of the whole Easter egg as a grand whole. But I do believe that this clip that we saw at the end isn't the main boss fight, but it seems to be shooting electricity at Richtofen. Now some people thought that Richtofen died, but he definitely isn't dead. Richtofen definitely isn't dead in this clip at all, but if we slow down the clip of Richtofen here, when he's getting extremely hurt, we see that he's in Shangri-La, and then there's a massive glow in the background. And what is this glow? I think he's going into AGARTHA. A lot of people have been speculating that in Revelations we're going to enter AGARTHA, and I think within this clip here that we see where obviously Richtofen's getting damaged by the Shadow Man and we see this big glow coming from Shangri-La, I think we're going to go into AGARTHA within the Easter egg. I honestly do believe this. Now obviously on Shangri-La, and obviously a section from Shangri-La is getting remastered within Revelations along with a ton of other maps, there is obviously the Richtofen tomb or whatever you want to call it, and it never really made much sense, so maybe this is what it's referring to. Now obviously Brock and Gary were indeed trying to seek out the answers of AGARTHA, so now that this map Revelations is going to contain a ton of remastered sections from previous Call of Duty Zombies maps, I think we're finally going to uncover the truth behind Shangri-La, and a lot of its secrets I think are going to be explained within this map. Jason Blundell has said specifically that this map is going to explain a ton of answers and it's going to wrap up a ton of the loose ends that we just don't understand from previous Call of Duty Zombies maps, and the fact that we're getting all of these remasters, they can finally explain them in a fluid format. I think we're going to be going to AGARTHA within this Easter egg, but I think first we're going to encounter the Shadow Man at some point prior to us going to AGARTHA. This is only a theory, but it seems really logical. I definitely think this isn't the main Shadow Man boss fight. I think the final boss fight will be against the Shadow Man, or possibly it could be against that creature that we see in front of the Pack-a-Punch at the end of the trailer. Or maybe what it could be is we may fight both of them, just like we had to fight the Dragon and also Nikolai 1.0 within Gorod Krovi. We could see something similar there. We could be fighting the Shadow Man and also a ton of these massive Apothecon overlords that are floating in the sky. But I definitely think we're going to be going to AGARTHA in Shangri-La, in the section of Shangri-La. Now this begs the question, if they're going to be answering a ton of the unsolved secrets, we may find out a ton more about Brock and Gary, and we may find out a lot more about why there is this Richtofen tomb in Shangri-La. Well, it begs the question, will we finally find out more secrets about the other maps? For example, Mob of the Dead. We may finally find out if the Weasel is indeed dead or not, as obviously we could break the cycle or let the cycle continue, and a lot of people think that the Weasel possibly escaped, so maybe we'll get those answers within this map. We may also get answers as to why the eyes are red within Mob of the Dead. I mean, thinking of other maps, we may get more explanation in terms of Rook, the writings on the wall, for example. We may get more explanations in terms of Nakta Untoten, because obviously that's getting remastered within this as well, and obviously loading screen for in Black Ops 1 for Nakta Untoten showed all of the possessed people, so maybe that loading screen will be explained. There's a ton of other things that could be explained from all of the remasters that are going to be available on this map as well. I honestly can't wait. This Easter egg is going to be insane. They're going to explain so many secrets from all of these maps, all of these past maps. All of the answers are finally going to be solved, and a lot of people are pretty angry that they're just, copy and pasting these maps. I don't think that at all. I think they're going to bring a ton of new aspects into Revelations. Obviously, they're bringing back things such as the Apothecary Servant, the Thunder Gun, the Ragnaroks, but I think they're going to bring a ton of new wonder weapons and specialists and a ton of other stuff as well. But the reason why I'm most happy for Revelations and these remasters is, as I said, they're finally going to be explaining the unsolved secrets and the things we don't understand from these maps. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if not here for latest and greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies news information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye. Are you guys interested in getting free COD points for 100% free supply drops and or liquid Dividium? Well, have I got news for you. There's going to be a link down in this video's description where you can download a 100% free app. Upon downloading this app, you can then install apps via this app, as well as sharing the app with your friends to build up a ton of points, which can then be used to get 100% free Xbox One, PS4, as well as Steam cards, which can then be used to get 100% free COD points and or DLC. Hopefully this helps.